What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing Game 7 between the Philadelphia 76ers and Boston Celtics, and man, what a series this has been. Honestly, from both teams throwing punches, haymakers, in relatively all 6 games. I mean, especially in the 6th game where the Sixers had an opportunity to put the Celtics away on their home floor. We're not able to. A huge fourth quarter performance by Jason Tatum in Game 6 in Philly to give the Celtics another chance to try and continue their season. And for the Sixers not putting the Celtics away in Game 6 in their own building was definitely a hurt piece, but having the opportunity to play in another game on the road, you have your stars, all the theatrics and all the stages is set for a great game, from coaching to, you're in Boston. So everything, the history of the Sixers and the Celtics, of how they go back years and years and years of playoff history. And it's Game 7. What 2 words other than Game 7 in sports do we love to hear? So, just in the beginning of this game, Jason Tatum was very, very aggressive. You can tell that he took what he said in the post-game press conference after their win in Game 6 very seriously. He was dictating the offense, being aggressive, getting to the rim. His 3-ball looked really good early. He was rebounding. Jason Tatum just looked like the best player on the floor in the first half, right? Not only him, but also the cast of characters, from Al Horford playing great defense on Joel Embiid. You had Jaylen Brown doing what he does early on. And the Celtics looked like a team that wanted this game in the beginning. Now, for the Sixers, they did not go down without a fight in the first half of this basketball game. You seen guys being, very proactive in the beginning of this game, but it wasn't to the performances of Joel Embiid and James Harden in the beginning. It was one PJ Tucker. And when I looked at the game and I'm looking at the first half, right, and I'm saying to myself, if PJ Tucker is going to give the Sixers this, he was hitting threes, being scrappy on defense and things like that, they at least have a chance, because you're going to need the others in a Game 7 as well as your stars. So if PJ does this in the first half, well, in the second half, this is where Embiid, Maxey, Harden take over and bring it home. That was not the case. That was not the case at all. Jason Tatum absolutely bombarded the Sixers. And I'm going to speak about this because I feel like this needs to be said, right? After looking over the highlights, after looking over matchups, after looking over everything that I saw in the first half, I said, okay, Jason Tatum is going to get 40. This is what I said. I said Jason Tatum is going to get 40. Now, even in Jason Tatum getting 40, I felt like the Sixers still had an opportunity to be in that basketball game. That was not the case in the third quarter. The 76ers could not score. 33-10. 33-10 is what happened in the third quarter of that basketball game. I feel like at that moment, or several moments in the third quarter, Doc Rivers had to adjust. They were doing the same play each and every time down court. Take Robert Williams, pick and roll PJ Tucker off of Jason Tatum, allow Embiid to guard Tatum, and he would either shoot over him or blow by him. That was just the offense at that moment. Then, if it was a smaller guard on Jason Tatum, he would just shoot over them. So, en route to that, I felt like when the Sixers got punched in their mouth at that point of the game, it was no retaliation from any player wearing a Sixers jersey in that quarter. No retaliation. I felt like that's the point of the game where they basically sealed their fate. They gave up, to their discredit, to the fans' discredit, I truly, truly, truly apologize as an NBA fan to fans of basketball in that moment that watched that game or lacked to watch the rest of the game. I truly, truly, truly apologize to the city of Philadelphia that they had to witness that, a team that just did not give any inkling of a damn for that game. It just seemed like, a MVP did not play to an MVP level. The second best player on the team played horrible. It was just unwatchable. I did watch the entire game, but it was just unwatchable from the Sixers standpoint. They looked like a team that was defeated. It looked like just a old school, old fashioned, take you behind the shed, grab a switch, butt whipping. That's all that game was in half number 2. The 76ers absolutely quit. There's nothing else nobody could convince me of different. They quit. Embiid, I'm going to speak about the Sixers season in a different video. But for the Boston Celtics, man, you have to congratulate them. You have to give kudos to them for what they did and how they were able to perform in a game where your season is on the line and there is no tomorrow. They played exactly like that, and their best player played to that level. MVP awards or not, when you have the opportunity to continue your season and it's only one game, you have to do everything. You have to do everything within your power. Now, granted, I know Doc may have wanted to go with the starters, but after a while, they weren't giving them anything. So you have to move on from that. You have to move on and get a spark maybe from the bench or wherever. Then you see George Niang with a bad play and grabbing Jaylen Brown's leg while he was going to the sideline. At that moment, I knew that their heads was not in the game. They weren't in the game. James Harden turning the ball over, flagrant foul to Jaylen Brown. It was. I think I just said Jalen Brunson, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, when you look at what the Sixers did over the course of this season and losing again to the Boston Celtics, Embiid said it some time ago that they can't beat the Celtics, and I'm truly convinced. I'm truly, truly convinced. But like I said, man, I feel like the Celtics did what they were supposed to do. From Al Horford to, the list goes on and on. Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. They did what they were supposed to do in this game. They did what they were supposed to do, and now they go on to play in another Eastern Conference Finals. And, man, I'm excited to see how that thing goes. As for the Sixers, man, kudos to Joel Embiid and winning the MVP. But, unfortunately, their season stops here. And for the Celtics, congratulations again are in order. And let's not forget, Jason Tatum does have the record for most points in a Game 7 after outing Steph Curry previous record. He actually put up 51 points in a masterful performance, and you have to tip your hat to him. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. 76ers fans, Boston Celtic fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.